When Blake Lively stepped out of a New York courthouse after hours of closed-door legal discussions, few expected that her appearance would ignite a wave of online ridicule. Yet within hours, social media was buzzing, not about legal arguments or courtroom developments, but about an unusual phrase that had resurfaced and quickly gone viral: dragons. The moment should have been straightforward. Lively was attending proceedings connected to her ongoing legal dispute with Justin Baldoni, her co-star and director in the upcoming film It Ends With Us. Instead, the optics of her leaving the courthouse alone, contrasted with Baldoni exiting alongside his wife and legal team, became instant fuel for commentary, speculation, and mockery. Online critics wasted no time reframing the scene. Screenshots, memes, and sarcastic captions spread rapidly, suggesting that Lively appeared isolated, abandoned, or suddenly stripped of the powerful support system she was believed to have behind her. At the heart of the online storm was a previously revealed private message in which Lively had compared herself to a fantasy queen and referred to her closest allies as dragons, a metaphor that would soon overshadow the seriousness of her legal claims. The phrase itself may have been intended as playful or symbolic, but in the unforgiving world of social media, nuance rarely survives. Commentators seize on the imagery, mocking the idea that someone so powerful could appear so visibly alone in a moment of legal pressure. Some joked that the dragons were nowhere to be found when she needed them most, while others used the moment to question her credibility and motives. What many observers overlooked was the complexity of the case unfolding behind courthouse doors. Lively's lawsuit centers on allegations of inappropriate conduct and retaliation during production, claims that carry serious implications for workplace culture in the entertainment industry. Her legal team has consistently emphasized that the case is about accountability, professional boundaries, and personal dignity, not celebrity theatrics. Baldoni, however, has denied the allegations and countered with claims of his own, arguing that the dispute stems from creative disagreements that spiraled into something far larger. According to his side, what began as differences over script changes and production control evolved into a public legal confrontation with reputational consequences. While his countersuit was ultimately dismissed, the public narrative around the conflict has continued to evolve, often driven more by online perception than legal fact. The resurfacing of the dragon's metaphor added a dramatic layer to that narrative. In leaked communications, Lively had reportedly used the term to describe the influential people in her life who supported her decisions and protected her interests. Among them were her husband, Ryan Reynolds, and longtime friend Taylor Swift, two global figures whose names alone command immense public attention. Once those details entered the public sphere, the focus of discussion shifted. Instead of debating legal merits, many online voices framed the situation as a battle of power and privilege, questioning whether fame and influence were being used to shape outcomes behind the scenes. The courtroom became secondary to the court of public opinion, where narratives are decided in seconds and amplified endlessly. For Lively, the scrutiny was nothing new, but the tone felt sharper. Known for her elegance, wit, and carefully curated public image, she has long been admired not only for her acting career, including her breakout role in Gossip Girl, but also for her perceived authenticity. The sudden shift from admiration to mockery revealed how fragile public favor can be, especially when private language becomes public spectacle. Legal experts observing the case have noted that high-profile lawsuits often face this challenge. When celebrities are involved, serious allegations risk being diluted by gossip, jokes, and pop culture framing. In this case, the fantasy imagery of dragons proved irresistible to online audiences, even though it bore little relevance to the legal arguments themselves. Behind the scenes, the case continues to move forward methodically. Motions are being filed, depositions conducted, and procedural disputes addressed. Both sides are preparing for a trial that could stretch for weeks and involve testimony, internal communications, and expert analysis. While public attention ebbs and flows, the legal process remains slow, structured, and largely indifferent to viral moments. Still, the emotional toll of such scrutiny cannot be ignored. Walking out of a courthouse under a swarm of cameras, knowing that every expression will be dissected online, adds a human dimension often missing from social media commentary. For Lively, the solitary walk that sparked mockery may have simply reflected the reality of a long, exhausting legal day, not a symbolic loss of support. The reaction also raises broader questions about how society consumes celebrity conflict. Why do metaphors overshadow substance? Why does visual storytelling carry more weight than legal documentation? And how quickly do serious allegations become entertainment when filtered through memes and trending hashtags? As the case progresses, the jokes may fade, replaced by testimony and judicial rulings. But the moment will likely linger as an example of how quickly public discourse can derail from substance to spectacle. The dragon's narrative may live on online, but it will not decide the outcome of the case. In the end, the courtroom, not social media, will determine whose claims hold weight. And while public opinion may fluctuate with every appearance and leaked message, the final judgment will rest on evidence, law, and sworn testimony. Until then, the story serves as a reminder that in the digital age, even the smallest metaphor can cast a very large shadow.